Lucas ma'am for giving us opportunities to be here. So I'm just going to start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Particular one according to their time too. I'm just start saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So these greetings also has relationship. If there is no good morning, there is no good afternoon. If good afternoon does not come, good evening will not. So every time we are interrelated in a relationship. Great monk of India, Swami Vivekananda once said, relationships are more important than life, but it is important for those relationships to have life in them. Actually, relationship, we should maintain relationship. If we don't maintain some rules, some aspirations, some hopes, what happens and what would happen? I can't just imagine. So today I'm just going to say something about different relationships and eternity, also the relationship between teachers, students, and parents. When the sun rises in the morning, there's calm. So I think if the sun does not come or rise one day, what happens? So day and the rising of the sun is a relationship. The sun rises because day is waiting for him. Day and the sun rising is very important all over the world. We wait for a fine morning, fine sun rising. Surely it has inner meaning. Our life every time wants something new. Our life waits for the rising of the sun. That is the coming of hope in our mind. The sun rises and plants the hopes and aspirations in our mind. So day and the rising of sun is in relationship in the same way. We are relationship in different aspects. There are many things in the world. There are many objects of nature are also in relationship. The great topic that Dr. Elizabeth Lucasman has arranged for this conference, it is very, very important, and we can maintain relationship if we respect relation. Everyone can do it. You can do it. We can. Yes, you can do it. What a topic. When evening comes, everywhere darkness prevails. Evening has a relationship with darkness. Everywhere darkness prevails when evening comes or when evening falls. But for some time, the moon gives light to bright the dark. So evening, darkness, and the moon are interrelated. If there is no relationship among them, we can imagine what would happen. So relationship is very important in every aspect of life and every moment of life. We know that moon, the moon takes light from the sun, and the sun gives light to the moon. So the moon and the sun are interrelated. If the sun refuses to give light to the moon, what would happen? You can't imagine. So the sun and the moon are interrelated. If the relationship breaks between them, what would happen cannot be expressed in words. We can imagine what would happen. So every aspect of life, every aspect of every moment, relationship is very important. In our solar system, every each planet, every satellite, they are bound in a cord. They are moving around the sun because they have relation with the sun. If this relationship breaks, the whole universe will destroy. So, not only in case of human beings, but also every aspect of nature, relationship is very important. We have family, but how does a family improve? How does a family grow up? It only for relationship. Parents love their children. Children love their parents, respect them. They have good relationship. That's why a family becomes a happy family. So behind the happiness of a family, relationship matters. Relationship plays a major role in building up a good family or happy family. If all the children, parents, and other relatives want to become happy in life, they should maintain a good relationship. We always follow that. Birds fly in the sky with the help of air. Birds will not be able to fly if there is no air. So, birds and air are interrelated. They have a good relationship between them. If there is no relationship between birds and air, birds can never fly. So, the relationship in every aspect is very important. When the birds fly in the sky, when they feel tired, they want resting places. When they feel tired, they take rest on the branches of the trees. So there is another relationship comes out. Birds fly on the branches of the trees. So birds and the branches of the trees or trees are interrelated. They have good relationship. If there is no relationship in birds and the branches of the trees, what happens? Birds can never take rest. So every aspect of life, relationship is very important. Birds all the day fly, take rest on the branches of the tree. But when evening falls, they have to return to their nest. So birds and nest are interrelated. So there is no relationship between birds and their nests. Think what would happen? Birds will never take rest or can't sleep anywhere. So relationship matters. Relationship is very important in every aspect of life, not only for human beings, but also every creature of nature. We always watch rivers follow, rivers flow, but all the rivers pour their waters into the seas, ocean. So rivers and oceans have relations. If the ocean refuses to take water of the rivers, what would happen? You can imagine everywhere the water of the rivers will create flood. If rivers fail to pour water into the ocean, I'm sure all the world will be flooded. So the oceans and the rivers maintain a good relationship so that our ecosystem is okay. If the relationship breaks, ecosystem will be destroyed in no time. So relationship is very important in every aspect of life. There are many writers in the world. One of them our ma'am Elizabeth. The writers and the readers are interrelated. The writers write books, but for who? The writers write book for the readers. The writers wait for the readers. The readers also wait for the writer. They wait what the writers write, what the writers depict. So there is a relationship between the writers and the readers. If this relationship breaks, the writers will be so disappointed. They would be disappointed. They will not think what would happen. Their imagination, their thought, their writing power will be demolished. And the writers write write book on many topics. They scatter knowledge, and the readers read the books to gather knowledge. If the relationship breaks, not only the writers will demolish, but all the readers will not be able to gather knowledge. So there is a good relationship between the writers and the readers. And this relationship is very important for exchanging knowledge, for gathering knowledge, for sharing knowledge, imagination, thoughts. All of us, very interesting matter. All of us have sweet home or house. Every time, every day, we enter the room and exit the room. There is entrance and there is exist. We have a relationship with our sweet home, but there is a relationship between home and everybody, between home and all of us. And this relationship is maintained by the door, the entrance. So I think if there is no door, there is no relationship between the room and all of us. There is door or doors that help us to keep the relationship with room. Our sweet home will be bitter if we can't enter. If we stand outside the room, we can enjoy our sweet home. So the relationship between all of us and the room is maintained by the door. So there is relationship between all of us, the door, and our sweet home. Everything, yes, I said that not only human beings, every object, every creature of nature are interrelated. So there is no relationship, there is no life. Think when we feel tired, we feel illness, we go to doctor, we visit doctor. Doctors check up us, doctor prescribe us, advise us to look to follow some rules, to take medicine in time. But Some of them may think that the doctor, some of them may think, not sure, may think that doctors are doing only for money, but it's not true to me because I think there is relationship between doctors and patients. Doctor always try to treat their patients. They always pray to God. Their patients will recover soon. But if there is no relationship between doctors and patients, I think all the patients will die without any treatment because the relationship between doctors and patients breaks. So, relationship between doctors and patients also very important. If there is no relationship, I think what would happen we can't imagine. In modern age, in the age of internet, we are also interrelated in many aspects. Everyone has a mobile Android set on his hand. But when we don't switch the Android phone on, it does not work. When we switch on, the Android phone begins working. So we have relationship with our modern technology. Now I am seeing or watching all of you in front of me because all of us and the Android or laptop is are in interrelated. If I disconnect now, that means our relationship breaks. We can see, we can watch, we can talk. So this is the relationship between all of us and our technology. In India, in our state West Bengal, now it is very hot. It is summer time. For 7 or 8 days, there is no rain and temperature 45 up. We are feeling very hot, very uncomfortable. All of us waiting for rain, but there is no cloud in the sky. So I I'm sure that there is relationship between clouds and rain. If there is no cloud in the sky, there is no rain. We can imagine of rain if there is no clouds in the sky. So in present time in our state, the relationship between clouds and rain has broken. I think at present there is no relationship between cloud and rain in our state. So I'm sure there is a great relationship between cloud and rain. So if there is relationship clouds and rain, rain will fall. So relationship between every two things is very important. Relationship in every aspect of life is very important. We sometimes fear of losing anything, defeating anything. We fear, but when someone inspires us, someone
You
motivates us, we become brave. When we become brave, we can defeat fear. So there is no fear, there is no brave. There is no brave, there is no thought of defeating fear. So I think there is relationship between brave and fear. So I have to focus on the most important relationship, I think. So there is relationship between life and death. Here, a good relationship, best relationship is needed because life waits for death. If the relationship between death and life breaks, what happens? What would happen? Everything will be vanished in a moment, in no time. So there is relationship between death and life. Now, now I am focusing on the relationship between teacher, student, and parents. From childhood, our children learn many things because parents love them most, inspire them. Children feel a good relationship. But when they grow up, some of them eager to learn, some of them not eager to learn. Why does it happen? Because when children grow up, some of the parents don't inspire them, always order them to read, to write every time. There is lack of good relationship. And that's why some of the children are not eager to learn because they feel their parents, the teachers don't love them, don't inspire them. They think they are being used just machines. But if teachers and parents keep good relationship up with their children, they will be inspired to learn, they will be motivated to learn. So the relationship between teachers and students very important. Teachers should inspire students in learning, become a good person in future because you know students or children are the future of our nations. They will build a good nation. So if we want to build up good nations, we should keep up good relationship between teachers and students and parents, teachers and parents. There are some parents who always criticize teachers, always underestimate teachers. That's why the relationship between teachers and parents breaks and it affects their children because the children think their parents don't like the teachers to whom they are learning and they feel scared, they feel nervous. So we should maintain a good relationship between teachers students, and parents. Now, I am going to discuss the last point. I am here. All of us today is here because we are in good relationship. I have relationship with all of you, a relationship with me. That is, that's why we are watching, we are seeing, we are talking, we are sharing our knowledge. So this is good relationship. This is a great relationship. That's why we are on this platform. I have a relationship with each you can international. I have a good relationship with Dr. Elizabeth Lucas. I have a relationship with Dr. Rubens. I have a relationship with Dr. A. Joseph. That's why all of us are here. We are talking, we are sharing, we are staying. So in every aspect of life, relationship is very important. And all of us are grateful or gratitude to God because God has created this world. God has created all relationship. That's why we are here. Once Jesus Christ in Bible said, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. So we are, all of us is, are interrelated with God. So we should maintain a good relationship. Relationship means R for respect, E for emotion, L for love, A for aspiration, T for taking care, I for intimation, O for open-minded, N for nourishment. So if any aspect of this letter is dropped out, is removed, relationship breaks. So we should maintain respect, emotion, love, aspiration, taking care, intimation, open-minded, and nourishment. So thank you everybody for your patience to listen to me. Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am, for giving me this platform for sharing my views on. Thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Namaste. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.